freakishly powerful October storm will go down as one of the most colossal weather events of its kind.
This is not most storms. This is a whole different animal, this hybrid monster.
The wind has picked up. The rain has picked up.
Definitely safer to leave town to get out.
The dunes were breached, and there's now water rushing perpendicular right into this community. And this sand dune is the only thing between the town and the sea. It's going from bad to worse tonight on the Jersey Shore. The water is rushing down the street like a river.
This is the most unbelievable wind that I've seen here in 44 years as a resident.
6 months ago today, Sandy hit the shores of the northeast coast. Part hurricane, part cold weather system. Sandy morphed into a superstorm of epic proportions. It slammed the region with winds of 115 miles per hour and a storm surge topping 13 feet. The damage was staggering. Only Katrina would prove a more costly disaster. Thousands of homes were swept from their foundations as the coast of New Jersey was literally reshaped overnight. Floodwaters poured inland, washing out schools, businesses, and entire communities. Half of Manhattan was left in the dark, while Staten Island struggled to save the stranded. In the Rockaways, a massive fire tore through the neighborhood of Breezy Point, destroying at least 100 homes. And today, some of the hardest hit areas, like the town of Mentaloking, still look more like a war zone than a beach community. For others, the recovery is underway, but for everyone affected by Sandy, the last 6 months have been unlike anything they could have ever imagined. Today is Monday, April 29th, and we're live in Asbury Park in a state where the waters have receded, but much of the destruction remains. And joining us here on the set, MSNBC contributor Mike Barnicle and Pulitzer Prize-winning historian John Meacham. And in Belle Harbor, New York, in the Rockaways, Willie Geist is standing by, and Brian Shackman and Bill Cairns are in Seaside Heights. So let's begin with Willie. He's about an hour's drive north of us in Belle Harbor, Queens. Willie, set the scene for us there.
Mika, good morning. Yeah, I'm on Belle Harbor, Queens. This is the Rockaways. It's an 11-mile peninsula that juts out into the Atlantic Ocean, part of Queens, just south of JFK International Airport. People ask, how are the Rockaways doing 6 months later? Well, on the beachfront anyway, at least, this is how the Rockaways are doing. A long way to go. They're waiting for help. The federal grants are just now coming through. We're going to talk to Senator Chuck Schumer a little bit later, Congressman Peter King, also Congressman Gregory Meeks, who represents this area that is no stranger to tragedy. A lot of firefighters, a lot of cops in this neighborhood. They lost a lot of people on 9/11. That tragedy marked this area for a long time. There was also that plane crash, you might remember, November 12th, 2001, about 2 months after 9/11, crashed right here in Belle Harbor, killed 260 people on the plane, 5 members of this community on the ground, and now 6 months ago, this. So they're just now getting back on their feet. It's really a process that hasn't even begun. We're going to talk to some of the residents here and ask what they need, because the money and the relief has come in slow, and a lot of people here feel like politicians have forgotten them. So we're going to make sure that doesn't happen today, Mika.
All right, thanks very much, Willie. Of course, we'll be checking in with you throughout the morning. And also coming up on Morning Joe, we're going to have New Jersey